Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity, and we are at Glorious Friday. Oh yes, we are at the end of the week again. Right, another Eiffel store, and let's make this. And when I first saw that one there, I did do all the measurements and what have you on the haul video, and that one I think should be linked after this one. But when I saw it, I thought sunflowers. Now, you know, you might think gerbera or, I don't know, zinnia, whatever flower you want it to be. But today, I'm going to do it as a sunflower. And because it's Friday, I'm going to make it easy. And I'm going to cut it in some yellow cardstock. I've got some basil yellow. And I'm going to be using some vintage photo distress glitter. And I'm also going to be using these from Little Birdie. Now, I'm not sure if the Little Birdie store is still open. I'm pretty sure I saw somebody say that it had closed down. But these were like $1 a bottle on sale. And they are metal micro beads, which means you need to use a specific glue, either Glossy Accents, or I'm going to actually use this one, which is, if I can get out of being blurred, Eileen's Jewelry Glaze. Right, so that's going to be my glue, and of course I'm also going to use some Dollar Tree glue, and I'm also going to be using this size frame here from this set that I hauled a couple of weeks ago from Surprise Creation, and this is a double stitch square. So, you know, if you kind of place those there, you kind of get the idea. It's going to frame on top of the other one. Right, I am also going to be using some Cartabella Sunflower Market paper, which is from Snap Click Supply. It's digital, and you just print it out and use it. And the reason that I want to use that one is because I need to make sure that whoever gets it is kind of thinking about sunflowers when they see it. It's just going to help to have a print, I think, coming up behind it. Right, off to die cut, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've cut myself a base in craft and a base in my Cartabella Sunflower Market paper, and I've cut my die in yellow basil cardstock, and that's going to be kind of, you know, evenly popped onto there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some Dollar Tree glue to stick this down onto here and that down onto there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've done that, and that's all stuck down. So you can see you've got a lovely border there, and you've got the yellow sunflowers coming out behind it. So that's kind of the suggestion of it. I mean, if you wanted to paper piece your stems and leaves, you could. But, you know, I'm quite happy to leave them yellow. Now, I've got a piece of kitchen paper here, and I'm going to put that on top because I'll probably curse myself now. But I found that having kitchen roll when using little things like roly beads and whatnot is usually easier because it's got more grip when they start to roll. So I'm just making sure that I've got no wet bits here because I don't want anything sticking where it shouldn't. Right, and now I need to take the cap off my glue and make sure it's going to work. Make sure we're not blurred as well. There we go. Now it has gone quite grey here, and so all I'm doing is squeezing it out, and I'm going to put down the metal beads first. And the reason that I'm doing that is because then any glue gaps that are left over, I can just shower it with the glitter. That's the idea anyway. Not having done this before, who knows what's going to happen, but it feels like fun at the moment. Right, it does take a little while for this glue to go off, so I'm quite confident to sort of like do them all at the same time. And I am just squirting it about like that because I want it down, but I don't really want it too thick. Right, so that's what we've got, and it looks all blobbedy and funny, and I think having white under my camera looks a bit odd as well. So first up, I'm going to go in with the black, and I'm going to pour some into my hand in the hope that I can control them a little bit better, because I don't want to overdo it. I want to be able to see that I've got different colours in there. Because that's kind of how a sunflower head can be, isn't it? You know, when it starts to go to seed, you can get lots of different colours. So I do want a few black, but I'm going to go a few more there. Right, that's enough for my black. Put the rest in my bottle and capped it. I'm really grateful that they didn't roll all over the floor. And now I'm going in with my gold, and I'm going to be a lot more generous with these, so I'm just going to pour them into the cap. And you will start to see them roll about. Right, how are we looking? We're missing a little bit there. So I'm going to pour those back into the bottle. Now remember, these are metal, so I'm going to roll that around onto there. See how they kind of stay on the kitchen paper? So that's what we're looking at the moment, and that is kind of, you know, it's sunflowery, if you know what I mean. Now I'm just going to pause while I stick these back in the bottle. Right, let's have a better close-up, because you can see the glue is still wet there. So now we're going to go in with our distressed glitter. So I can just uncap this, and if any falls anywhere, it's okay. Now I did have a tiny little spoon somewhere, and it's one of those things, isn't it? You get something tiny and you never know what's going to happen. But now I just want to fill in wherever there is glue, so that hopefully it will be glitter and no shiny bits. And of course, when it's dry, you can tap it off, get rid of any excess, and then use a little soft brush if you need to. But I kind of think that, you know, sunflowers are like that, with all the different colours in the centre. Right, I think I've got all my shiny bits. So I'm just going to hold that up. And you can see what a glorious mess we've made. But I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm going to give it 10 minutes to dry, then we'll come back and tap it, and basically that will be it. So let's have a look in a minute. Right, so it's been a couple of minutes, and let's look at it before we tap it, and then let's tap it and see what happens. I'm just going to give it a blow. Now obviously a soft brush is going to remove a lot more of what is left on here, but look at those centres. Let's turn them into the light so you can see. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm just going to pause and get a soft brush so it's nice and tidy. Right, so I've been giving this just a little dusting. Just get your little bits off. You find that there won't be that many, but you know, it'll save you from having a load of bits in your envelope if you make one and post it. So I'm just getting those off, but let's have a look. Ooh, it's just so lovely. Is that ooh, yes, that's a nice close-up, isn't it? I can see where the bits are that, that I need to still remove. And look at the texture when you turn it to the side. Isn't that great? Yeah, I love that. Right. So that is what I have for you today. I do hope you have an absolutely fabulous weekend. And as usual, all links below. Bye.